Imagine a concert, lights flashing, the crowd buzzing with energy, pulling everyone into a wild, electric vibe. Thousands scream, dance, swept by a strange surge, urging all to join the crowd's frenzy. Chaos erupts. People push. Panic grips tight. What sparks this shift in the crowd's heart? Why do people act so differently in crowds? What ignites madness or profound unity? Crowds can unite in harmony. Today, the science of crowd psychology reveals a hidden force, crowd psychology, a powerful, unseen energy, shapes actions in thrilling, unexpected ways. This force drives odd behaviors. Let's explore why crowds make people lose themselves. A crowd isn't just gathered people. It's a living entity, pulsing with a shared mind. Joining a crowd, like at a game, strips away individuality, merging all into one vibe. Brains sync with others, sparking actions no one expects, like shouting louder than ever. Psychologists name this the crowd effect, where one's actions ripple, igniting the group. It's a wildfire racing through dry woods, spreading emotions faster than a blink. Crowds amplify feelings, creating a surge that feels unstoppable, binding people in the moment. What fuels this intensity? Let's dive into the science of the crowd's magnetic pull. Brains are wired for crowds, and a key part is something called emotional contagion. Emotional contagion spreads feelings like a virus, racing from one person to another. Let's see how emotional contagion turns groups into roaring, unified, or chaotic forces. When one smiles, others follow, or anxiety spreads as someone panics in fear. In crowds, émotion surge. Thanks to mirror neurons, copying what others feel, these neurons fire when seeing actions, making brains feel the crowd's joy or rage. One shout of excitement triggers brains to mimic, binding the crowd in sync. Mirror neurons let people feel others' emotions, weaving a shared, electric bond. This sync can spark unity or chaos, depending on the crowd's fleeting mood. Emotions grow through a feedback loop, a cycle that ramps up the crowd's fire. One claps, others join. The sound swells, fueling excitement in an endless spiral. This feedback loop, like an engine, boosts emotions until the crowd feels unstoppable. In protests, a few angry voices spread, turning calm groups into chaotic storms. Yet emotional contagion can spark miracles, like global claps for healthcare heroes. Unity moments show the crowd's power when positive emotions flow like waves. Another phenomenon, groupthink, emerges when crowds lead people down wrong paths. Groupthink makes people agree with the crowd, even when it feels off. To belong. Let's uncover how groupthink sways choices, pushing crowds to surprising decisions. Nodding along with a group,
We
doubts
must find the
buried,
source of the signal before
happens
nightfall.
because fitting in feels safe. An instinct to belong, wired from ancient tribes, drives people to stick together. But groupthink can birth bad calls when no one dares challenge the crowd's will. In 1961, the Bay of Pigs flop saw advisors back a doomed plan. No one spoke up, fearing exclusion, leading to a historic, painful failure. Crowds can silence dissent, creating a bubble where only one view seems right. On social media, groupthink thrives. As thousands rally behind a single view, pressure to agree mounts, even if unsure, just to avoid standing alone. That's why online trends, from fads to fury, blaze across the web so fast. Groupthink shows the
My
crowd's
people,
grip,
tonight we
but how have
redefine
crowds
destiny.
shaped
The
history?
future is ours to
And
command.
now,
Welcome
crowds
to the
changed
future of innovation.
history.
Let's create
Like
something extraordinary
1789's
together.
French Revolution toppling kings, in 1969, Woodstock's crowd united for peace. Driven by shared dreams, leaders like Napoleon used emotional contagion to whip crowds into loyal frenzies. Today, speakers and social media tap crowd psychology to ignite fierce passion. Crowds aren't just on streets. Digital crowds online wield the same raw power. A post can go viral, spreading emotions to millions in hours. A digital surge.
I agree.
Studies show angry posts get shared
Yes,
twice as
absolutely.
much as calm. Neutral ones. That's why online fights explode. Fueled by the digital crowd's raging emotions, echo chambers trap people, showing only views they already hold. Feeding groupthink. This splits society. As groups cling to their truths, drifting further apart, social media algorithms amplify this divide, pushing crowds to extreme corners. Can crowd psychology be tamed? Or are people doomed to follow the mob? Note emotional contagion first. When swept up, pause and think for oneself. Ask, what's my true thought? Don't let the crowd's roar drown personal judgment. Practice independent thinking, not to fight crowds, but to stay true to self. Hold fast to values, even under pressure. To steer through the crowd's pull, leaders can harness crowds for good, rallying unity and positive change. Environmental campaigns sparked millions to clean trash, fueled by crowd energy. Guided well, crowds can reshape the world. From small acts to global shifts, crowds are human nature, sparking chaos, but also breathtaking moments of unity. They drive strange, even risky acts, yet forge connections that lift spirits. Understanding crowd psychology helps resist the pull and wield its power wisely. In a crowd, ask, is this leading me, or am I carving my own path? Crowd psychology's science offers tools to navigate its wild, thrilling force. Crowds can change the world. With each person, a spark in the collective fire. Use this power thoughtfully, channeling the crowd's energy to build a better world. Positive messages spread like crowd waves, inspiring change from heart to heart. Earth needs positive crowds, from tiny steps to massive, world-shaking actions. Independent thought in crowds can light the way for others to follow bravely. Picture this. Someone bolts from a crowd, only to dive back, dancing wildly. On social media, a like is tapped, then paused, as doubt flickers within. A small group unites, hands raised high, radiating the crowd's joyful spark. A digital crowd spreads hope, lighting the web with a glowing, positive pulse. One holds a peace banner high, leading the crowd to roar for unity. Earth spins, crowds below pulse. A hopeful glow binding all as one. Spread this message. Join us to build a crowd that changes the world.